Okay, welcome back to the Postie bike charity build for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Today we're just going to do the forks. I did a video earlier on checking the forks, what to look for, how to take them off. So now we're just going to replace the seals on them. I'm doing this now just so that I can get this done. Also, there's one of the guys on Facebook. We had a question about it, so hopefully this helped them out. Also, it needs to be done so that I can paint these forks. I like to get the seals done before I paint the forks, just so that I'm not pulling them apart, banging them on the bench and covering them in oil after they're being painted. So I find it best to get that done first. I'll pull one down. I'll do one so you can see. But this is what we come. Oil comes out all the time. As soon as you move it, it comes out. So these are the slides or the guides that go up and down inside the fork itself. This one here is like a roller bearing that spins around. And then there's some holes here and bits and pieces. It's basically just check that they're in good condition. There's no big scores or marks on the fork itself. And the area that's going to run, you can see that. It's going to run up and down where the seal is free of any imperfection. I've covered that in the other video, so I won't go too much into that. But once they're out, check them. They do get water in from time to time, and these things can be seized up, rusty and pitting inside. So just check it once you've got it out. So I'll just quickly show you how to actually take them out. So we need some circlip pliers for the pins on the end. Okay, just to remove the circlips, and here they are. I've got one that's come out. So that's the circlip that goes to hold the seal in. It actually, with these earlier model forks, that circlip holds the seal and actually holds the fork itself in. On the later model, you have to remove a bolt on the bottom of the fork to get it out. So these ones is a bit of a unique way, which I'll show you now. So that sits on top, that circlip. You'll see the two little holes. I don't know if you can see it. Hole there and there. Put our pliers in. Now most of the time these come flying out and go across the shed or hit me in the head. So we'll see what happens today. Okay, get that in nice and tight. Squeeze. Oh, there you go. Perfect. So that's up now. Remove that. And that's that circlip that I showed you before. What I do with these, I take this off. The bolt at the top with the low ring, just for the, to get the oil out of them. Hold them above a bucket. You can see that. As you can see, there's oil coming out. So these ones actually have had ATF fluid, automatic transmission fluid, in them instead of fork oil. I've seen some guys on forums and stuff saying, on Facebook, saying that is fine. You can use that. I've never have. I actually get the proper fork oil, 15 weight. I haven't tried the ATF fluid. It might be a point. I'm a heavier guy, so I like the forks to be a bit heavier, a bit stiffer. I would probably go for a heavier weight oil if I could. I can only always find 15 at the motorbike shop, so I might try ATF fluid in one fork and see if it is any different, any thicker. I've heard of some guys even using motor oil, so it's something that you can experiment with if you want to, but I sort of stick to the fork oil. Alright, so once you take that bolt out of the top, you just basically give it a jiggle up and down, get the oil out, and you'll see why for the next part. So we've removed that seal, the circlip. To take the seal out, I don't know if this is the right way, but I find it easy. Well, the easiest way is what I was doing before when I extend that out. Basically using it like a slide tool, just punch it down. Just keep going until that happens. And that's cleared the tube, and it's left the seal on the fork itself. So I'm just going to flip that over without getting oil everywhere. This is a messy part of it. Can take that seal off. This one wasn't too bad. Just because it is a charity build, I'm going to replace it just to make sure that it's all 100%. I don't want to give someone a bad fork. Want them to pay top dollar for the charity, so I'm not going to give them anything that's not perfect. So I'm just inspecting this as I go. This all looks fine. As I say, this one wasn't too bad. This all looks fine, not too much wear on it. This is spinning freely, not any play in it. The holes aren't, sometimes I've had these holes, you can see little holes there. I've actually had them blocked up with corrosion, so it's good to make sure that they're all nice and clear. Alright, so I'm going to put that on the rag here. I've got it wiped out. And you can see I've got 3 of them here. I actually pulled one out earlier today. Which I thought was good. When I got it out, you see this bit where there's been some corrosion. It's eaten through the chrome. Look, I've replaced them before. If that's smooth, you probably shouldn't. It's that's more likely to chew out the seal as it slides up and down. So I did cover that again in the previous video, but that was one I was going to use, but not happy with it. So I managed to have another one here that I can use, luckily. So all right, we'll get to putting the new seal in. Alrighty, so I'm going to put the fork seals in. So here's a fork seal for an early model. Just a reminder, these are the 6 volt or the I think they're pre-99. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they're the earlier model, and I covered that in the earlier video. Actually it says here, there you go, on the fork seals, pre-99. So they're the ones. These cost me $30. They're a good quality seal, the Link ones. So let's put this guy in. So first thing, I've cleaned this off. I've made sure it's all clean. There's no any rust or anything on it. No bits of dust. So I'm going to just slide it back in. I'm just going to slide this collar back down. Okay, so I might do that a little bit closer just so you can see. So sliding back down, wiggle that and just slide that collar all the way down. Now, this is, I think it's probably one of the trickiest parts of the whole thing, is just getting the seal. So I slide the seal back down from the top. I don't think there's any other way to do it. If you've got any rust or corrosion, it's on this area here. I just give it a bit of a steel wool just to clean it up so that I'm not just drawing a new seal, running it over this bit to get it down here. So you only really worry about the damage from here to here where it travels, but if you've got to run the seal over bits of rust and crud up here, you're going to damage it on the way down. So I'll slide that down until the seal sits in, and then I've got to push the seal down so that I get it down far enough that the circlip rebate in here is clear, so that will actually clip in. This is how I do it. I don't know if it's the correct way to do it. It's always worked for me. I haven't damaged the seal doing it, but I use this big lever bar. It can be a big screwdriver. I probably don't think, I just want something with a blunt end. I don't want to damage the seal when I'm pushing on it. I'm not using a huge amount of force. It's firm, but it's not too bad. So I just sort of push that in, just working my way around. Alright, so I've got that seal sitting down far enough now, but it's almost all the way. Again, I don't want to damage this seal, obviously, by smacking around, especially at $30 for the 2. So what I do is I'll put the circlip back on and I'll slide it down. I'll put it back in. It will sit in there. You just have to be careful that it doesn't fly back out at you, because it's not, if you haven't done it far enough, it won't sit in perfectly. Now I think that actually is far enough, but what I do is once the circlip's in, I'll use my big lever again. I'll just give it a bit of a push down on the circlip now, so I'm not on the seal. And what I find is, if it's not down 100%, when you push it down with this, it pushes the seal and the circlip down, and then it will just click in, and you can hear it. It just did a little bit then. I don't know if you could hear it then, but it clicks in, and then you can see what's sitting in exactly, and these are sort of sprung back out. So they're in. Other thing is, when they got a good seal, it pulls back in by itself. Bit of suction there, so obviously there's a good seal here. Now we're just going to get to the filling the oil on this. A lot of different schools on this and what the best way, but I'll show you my way and see how we go.